Back. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to create an e-commerce store using a bunch of free tools. Okay, it's going to be quite an in-depth tutorial. So let me just show you the sample of the site that I'm going to be building today. Just give it a minute. Okay, quick view. So this is what the site pretty much looks like. This is how the site is going to look like. It looks pretty nice. It's going to have all these features in here, and if you see, if a person hovers over this, it shows the add to cart feature. So it's a pretty good site to look at, right? You have a nice button over here. You have your options. You have pretty much features over here and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how to build out a site like this, all right, for free. Okay, so I don't want to take a whole bunch of time, so let's get started. First things first, we're going to get hosting, all right? This is what is going to be used to pretty much hold your website. It's almost like a housing complex, pretty much, used to hold buildings and stuff. So let's just get right into it. So I'm going to open up an incognito tab. You can be on your own main tab, doesn't matter. So you're going to head over to successtechservices.com/domain in that manner, and you enter. And you're going to be taken over here to SiteGround. So SiteGround is a great hosting platform, and the reason why I recommend this hosting platform is because of the options that they give you. And so let me just get right into it. So the first things first, you want to pick a domain name. So make sure it is, make sure you think about it a little bit, because a domain name is kind of permanent. You can always transfer your hosting anytime you choose, but a domain name you can't really change. You typically have to purchase a new one. So and you can also sell your domain name. So let's choose one. So let me just pick one in my head. This is just random. This will probably not be the name of the site, but let me just pick it in my head. Woostify success. Let me see if this is available right now. So I'm going to click on search. Okay, it says it is available. So they have three plans. They have the starter plan, they have the grow big plan, and they have the go geek plan. So the plan you want to choose is the grow big plan. And I'm going to tell you why. If you choose the starter plan, you only have a chance to have just one website on this entire hosting. And not just that, you don't have what is called a staging site. So a staging site, a lot of times you want to make changes on your live site, but you do not want to interfere with the traffic that's already on your live site. So there might be people right there visiting your site at the exact moment. You don't want them to all of a sudden start seeing things changing just right there on the live site. You want to have a staging site which you pretty much build and make any changes you want to make on, and then deploy to your live site without people ever suspecting anything. And you don't really need the Go Geek plan. I mean, if you want to, you can get it, but it's more for people who want to do white labeling and stuff like that. So you don't really need it. So just go with this grow big plan. Okay, click on get plan, and you can register your new domain, which I just made. Whatever your own domain is, that's yours. Make sure this is checked. If you already have a domain, then just click here, but we're registering a new domain, so click on proceed. So in here, you want to put in your email, you want to put in a password that you can remember, and a password that only you have access to. You want to put in your country, first name, last name. You don't have to put this in. You can if you want to. Put in your state or province, your city, street address, zip code, phone number. You want to put in your card number, card expiration, card holder name, CVV. Now, if this information is different from your billing address, you can just uncheck this. If you uncheck this, it's going to give you a whole, you're going to have to put in your billing address. So let me just show you. So this would be your billing address. But if it's the same, just check this. Okay, so you keep going. Now they say purchase information, hosting services, plan, grow big, data center USA. That's all good. Period. So if you click on this data center USA, you can always choose the one that's closest to you. So some of you might be watching me from Asia, and you can click on Asia, Singapore, Australia, Sydney. If you're watching United Kingdom, you can click on United Kingdom, London. If you're watching in Germany, you can click on Germany, Frankfurt, Europe, the Netherlands. So mine is USA, Iowa. Period. They have the 12-month deal, 1-month deal, 24 months deal, 36 months deal. So if you go with the 12 months deal, which I recommend, you end up paying $98.27 today. But and what happens is you only be charged six. So basically, you pretty much pay for your hosting for the entire year. Okay, and it's a good discount rather than paying $24.99. So, but if you go with the 1-month deal, maybe you just want to mess with this a little bit, then you'll be paying $30, a month. But this right here is $47.98, like today. So that's how much you'll be paying. And the reason why it's $47.98 is because you're adding the domain registration. You don't need this. You don't need this also. You can also choose the 24 months on. So this would be pretty much 2 years. For 2 years, you won't pay for your hosting. You can also choose the 36 months on, and 36 months is 3 years. For 3 years, you won't pay for your hosting. So it all depends on you. But if you're just testing this out, just click on 1 month. Okay. Now after you've done that, just confirm, and I would like to receive information. Depends on you. And after that, if you want this, fine. If you don't want it, that's also fine. They will just send you a bunch of things like new features and special offers and stuff like that, and probably blog posts that they have. And then after that, you click on Pay Now. So after you're done with that, that'll be all. But now to install WordPress on your site. So let's go over there. So all you just want to type in is tools.siteground.com. If you click on tools.siteground.com, it's gonna open up in a new tab. Just wait for it. It's pretty much where you install WordPress on and stuff. So okay. So this is just what it looks like for some of you that might not know how to install WordPress. Now that you have this, you're gonna see here where it says Pin Tools, Install and Manage WordPress Email Accounts, File Manager, SG Site Scan. You want to click on this one that says Install and Manage WordPress, and then you just want to select WordPress, and then you want to choose your domain name. This is an example domain name. So this is just an example. And then you want to make sure the installation path is a main folder, not a subfolder. If it's a subfolder, you're gonna waste your time doing all this. So you want to make sure it's the main folder. You can choose your language. Mine is English United States. Put in a username that only you should have access to, an email that you know, and a password that only you should have access to. And the more random your password is, the better for security reasons. You don't have to check this install WPMS. So make sure this install with WordPress starter is there if you're using WordPress for the first time. If not, you can always uncheck this and then click on install. But other than that, we're good. So now I'm just going to head over to my dashboard and we're going to begin. Whenever you want to get to your site, just type in your domain name / WP admin, and it's going to take you directly to your site. So this is just for important notice. So this is what your dashboard looks like. This is what mine looks like right now. As of right now that I'm creating this video, WordPress version is 5.93, 5.9.3, and it's a pretty good version, but this is not all that we're gonna be worried about. So for right now, you just want to take out all this stuff in here because you don't need all of them. So just take this all out, and time to install our theme and our plugins. So the first thing, if you don't know what a theme is pretty much the outlay and the beauty of a site. So let me just show you. So if I click on visit site, this is what our site looks like right now. It doesn't look that well. This doesn't look like an e-commerce site at all, but a theme is going to change this all up, and the theme we're going to use is going to make this way prettier. Okay. And what plugins are? Plugins are pretty much apps that make your site look more lively, just like your phone. The apps on your phone that make your phone more lively and more usable for you. So first things first, we're gonna come over here and let us just configure WordPress and stuff. So let's begin. So you head over here to where it says settings, and the first things first, we're gonna click on general. So you can always change the site title. Right now mine is called tutorial website. So whatever you want it to be, tagline, just type in what your site is about. Administration email address. We're here where it says membership. You want to click anyone can register because you're going to have an account page on this site. Time zone, you want to pick your own time zone. Mine is Chicago. I'm based in Houston, Texas, but my time zone is Chicago time zone. So you want to come in here and click on save changes. Okay, so that's good. After that, you want to come over here to where it says permalinks. So permalinks. So right now, any post that I create, it's gonna look like this: my domain name slash the date slash the post. This is not that good for SEO at all. So you always want to choose this one here that says post name. This is the best. So you just want to click on save changes, and that'll be all for now. So let's install the theme and let's install plugins. So head over here to where it says appearance on this path right here. Click on themes. You want to click on add new. And now, as of right now, the theme we're using is the 2022 theme. As you can see, I'm building this site in 2022, so that's the default WordPress theme. So we're gonna use a whole different theme, and the theme we're gonna be using is Woostify. So let me just show you guys. So you guys can head over to successtechservices.com/Woostify. And it brings you over here. So now you have the Woostify page. You want to click on get Woostify free, and so it says download Woostify now. You can enter your email address to learn about updates and features. If you want that, you can go ahead, but I just want to click here where it says no thanks, I just want to download the theme. Click on that if you want to, and then you want to click here where it says download now. So it's just going to download a zip file. Now you want to click back to your website and click on upload theme. You can drag and drop this in here, or you can simply choose the file. So as for me, I just want to choose file and open. And I want to click on install now. And just like that, it says the theme has been installed successfully. So you see here, you see live preview, you see activate, you see go to themes page. You can just click on activate, and it's going to activate the theme. It's going to replace it. So right now, let's take a look at what our site now looks like. As you see, it's different now. Okay, but we're going to make it way prettier than this. All right, so now time to install the plugins. So you head over to plugins. So right here on the dashboard, you see where it says plugins, is under appearance. You're going to see install plugins. Just click on add new. So and anytime you hover over here, you're going to see add new. Even if you click on install plugins, you're going to see where it says add new. So just click on that add new. Okay, you can take this out. I'm interested. And then we want to search for certain plugins. So we're going to be using certain plugins. And the first plugin that we're going to install is called Elementor. Elementor is a page builder. We're going to be using the free version for this tutorial, but if you want to get the paid version, you can visit successtechservices.com/Elementor. Obviously, you're going to get way more features than the free version. So we're just going to click on install now. Do not click on activate for now, because we're going to activate each plugin one by one. Okay. Next one I want to install is a contact form. So you want to type in flow. You want to click on type in flow. When you type in flow, this is the one we're going to install right here, saying flow forms easy drag and drop form builder. So you want to click on install now. It's installed. After that, the next one we're going to install is called wish list. So you're just going to type in wish list. And so this is the one we're going to install right here, TI WooCommerce wish list. Okay, click on install now. The next one we're going to install is WooCommerce, very important. I want to click on install now. And after that one, you also want to install this one right here that says WooCommerce Stripe Payment Gateway, because this is the place you're gonna set our payments up on. Okay, so just click on install now also. Or if you can't find this right here, just come in here, just type in Stripe, and you'll be able to see it. Okay, and then you can just install. So you want to go over to where it says installed plugins. You want to check all of them. Bulk action, activate, and then you want to click on apply. So it's gonna activate each of the plugins. This is cool. This is from Flow, so they're just pretty much telling you to test to make sure your email works and stuff, but that's all good. So that's it for installing the plugins. Now we're gonna have to let us set up the WooCommerce wishlist plugin. Okay, so you click on this where it says run the setup wizard. Now let's begin. Let's go. So default wishlist name, you can make it default wishlist, or you can just make this wishlist. It says my wishlist, create automatically, create new page, cart, and all of that. So my wishlist, I just wanted to create automatically, so it's gonna know where it takes you to. Continue. Button position after add to cart button makes sense. Add to wish list. So wish list, let me just show you guys what a wish list looks like. So if I just click on start a site, I mean, if you shop on Amazon, you know that Amazon has a wish list. I believe eBay also has that too. But let me just show you guys. So if I click on this, and you hover over this, for example, where is that? Where is that? I don't know if they have the feature on here. Okay, so if you click on this love icon, you pretty much added it to wish list. Okay, so wish list works like that, alright? So showing product listing, yes. Add to wish list, good. Continue. But that's what it looks like, alright? So how products should be removed from wish list, automatically or manual? So you typically want it to be automatically removed when that product itself is added to cart. That makes sense. Okay, so you want to click on continue. Allow people to share wish lists. So if you want people to be able to share, wish list from yours, from a store, it can actually help you get more social shares. You can leave this open, but if you don't want any of this, you can just uncheck it. I want to just leave this open. So click on continue. Enable support chat. So enable support chat to get the most. This is for you guys, in case you have any problems. Okay, so just leave this checked. Continue. The wish list is ready. So that is it. So return to WordPress dashboard. Okay. So right now we have a shop page. So if you see here it says visit store. If I right click, this is what it looks like. I mean, right now it's not pretty and stuff, but you see this right here. There's a cart. This is account, and this is the wish list. Okay. So let's just continue. Now time to set up WooCommerce. So right now we have WooCommerce right now on the dashboard. So we're gonna set it up. Okay. So let us begin. First things first, want to head over here to where it says settings. Or let me just take all this out. This is still here because we installed some plugins. So Elementor has theirs, but let's just set it up. You can click on start selling and it's gonna set it up for you. Let's just do that just so I give you guys more of like a beginner basis type tutorial. So just click on that, start selling. And let's fill all this out. So it says, welcome to WooCommerce. Tell us about your store and we'll get you set up in no time. So add an address. So I'm just going to add one. Let me just say 600 Jackson Avenue. And leave this one optional. Country, United States. States, Texas. Okay. City, Houston. Zip code 004. the email address, whatever you want, whatever your email address is, that's fine. Please do not spam me. So it says get tips, product updates, and um, inspiration straight to into your mailbox, powered by MailChimp. So you can click this, or you can uncheck this. I just want to uncheck it and continue. So it says build a better WooCommerce. So basically, you send non-sensitive data to WooCommerce. So whenever maybe something is slow on your site and stuff, they're gonna take what they've seen from your site to improve their plugins in the future. So it depends on you. I'm just gonna click on yes, count me in. So in which industry does the store operate? So you can click any of this. Now it doesn't matter what you click. This is just survey, but I'm just gonna click this one. So it says product types, physical products. That's what we'll be selling. Continue. So just tell us about your business. As I said, this is just all survey. I'm just going to click on I don't have any products yet. No matter what you click, that's fine. So you can even click on 1,000 plus if you're just getting started. Doesn't matter. Currently selling elsewhere. We're just going to say no. But you can even click here. I'm setting up a store for a client. That's if you are, but you might not be. And just click on continue. It says add recommended business features to my site. So this is what they're saying. Accept all this WooCommerce and stuff. Now you don't need all of this stuff. Okay, all these things can be set up by yourself. You don't really need all of this, especially not for this tutorial. So I'm just gonna uncheck. It's gonna uncheck all of them. Click on continue, and then it says choose a theme. Do not choose any of these themes because we already have one here. So just click on continue with my active theme, which is Woostify. And it's set us up. That's the basic of the setup. So I'm gonna go into the settings right now to show you guys better features and stuff. So we're gonna head over here to where it says settings, and this is what it looks like. So here it says general options. Remember, we already put in our address, so it can detect that. So selling options, you can choose the countries you want to sell to. So you can choose to sell to all countries, sell to all countries except for, or sell to specific countries. So I want to sell to the United States only. It depends on you. Wherever you want to sell to, you can. So you can select multiple countries. Shipping locations, ship to all countries you sell to. Makes sense. So that's what we want to choose. Default customer location, the shop country and region. That's good. So here it says enable taxes and calculations. Mostly for e-commerce stores and for any store that where money is processed in, I recommend you to actually get tax rates and calculations and stuff. It just makes more sense. So here it says currency options, US dollar, and the currency position is going to be left. So whatever currency you have, just click that. Okay, then click on save changes. That's good. So that has done it for you on general. Now we're going to head over to the products. Click on product settings. So here shop page connects to shop. That's good. So place order image 7. Add to cart behavior. If you click on redirect to the cart page after successful addition, whenever a person just adds just one product to cart, it's just going to take the person right to checkout. You don't want that. Trust me. You want people to add more and more so that you can make more money. So leave this one checked. Weight units, so whatever country you're in the United States it's LBS, which is pounds, but whatever country, in some places is kilogram, gram, oz. So mine is LBS. Dimension unit, some people can choose centimeters. I'm just going to choose inches. Enable reviews, so you can choose to enable reviews in your store, so just like this, or you can choose to disable them. So if you check this, it's going to take that out, but I just want to enable this. So save changes. So that's nice. So now let me take a look at inventory. Let me see if I have anything in here to show you guys. Enable stock management is all good over here. Downloadable products, we don't really need that. Let me click on advanced and see if we need them to change anything in here. This is good. It's all fine. Now up next is tax. Okay, so I'm gonna click on tax. Here, they pretty much give you two automatic tax rates, so reduce rate or zero rate. Now, you yourself can actually create your own tax rate. So I'm just going to show you guys. Anything you type in here is going to, automatically update. So let me just say we have one that I'll just call, I don't know how much California is, but this is just an example, okay? California tax. So if I click on save changes, you see right here now we have California tax. So if I just click on California tax rates, I'm just gonna create tax for this. So I'm just gonna click on insert row, country code US. So United States US, it's gonna give it to you. You can also choose your state code if you want to. I'm just gonna say CA. So for those in California and stuff, but I don't want to because I'm gonna be doing a test. I might not be using the Californian address, but if that's what you want to do, you can put that in here. So here where it says shipping, you can always take this out. Tax name, I can just call this CA tax. CA tax. Priority, you want it to be 1, and then you want to choose the tax rate. I don't know California tax rate, but I'm just going to say 10%, just for the sake of this tutorial. Make sure you find out what the tax rate is. Save changes. So that's good. So whenever I apply this California tax to almost any product, it's going to put it there. And it's also going to be priority too. So the next step, I don't want to do shipping and payment now. I'll do shipping and payment like right after this. I just want to set all of this all up just to show you guys WooCommerce settings. So accounts and privacy. So it says guest checkout. You want to make sure this is checked because you want to allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout, which is good. Account creation, you want them to do it to allow customers to create an account during checkout. You also want to allow customers to create an account on the My Account page. So this place where it says accounts erasure requests, remove personal data from others on request. You can do this if you want to. So you can always, check these ones too. I can check it if I feel like it. And you just want to save changes. After that, you can head over to emails, and you can always manage. Once you click on manage, you pretty much get an option to configure all of this. You can change the base color here. So whatever, let me just show you guys. So whatever I put in there is just gonna change it. So base color, let me just say 272727. Yeah, and then you can always change this to where it says beautiful WooCommerce. You can change this to just all this. You just want this to be site title, header image, whatever. So in the media area, if you put an image in here, it's gonna come with a URL. So if you put it in here, it's gonna show that. So I'm just gonna show you guys something real quick. So let me just click on save changes. Let me just put in a random media image. I'm gonna give you guys a folder that's going to contain a bunch of media images, and the person who I got the folder from is Shake. I mean, I didn't really ask him for it, but it was in the description below of one of his tutorials, and it's free to use. So I'm just pretty much giving it to you guys. So shout out to Shake for that, for preparing all those images. I just want to show you guys what your email template looks like right now. It's just a preview of it. So this is what it looks like. Now let me just add an image just to show you guys what it will look like with an image. So I'm just gonna download all my images. So successtechservices.com/Woostify images. It downloaded it for me, and I'm just gonna extract it. So show in folder, extract all, extract. Nice. So I'm just gonna add an image. This is just a sample, okay? So head over to media, and I'm gonna click on add new. Then I can select my files. So I just want to open up the extracted file, so media, and What's a good file to extract? Let me just choose one. Let me just choose a flat image, just for the sake of this. Obviously, you can put in whatever you want. Okay, so that's good. So you see right here where it says copy URL to clipboard, you can just click on it and it's going to copy it. Another thing you can do is you can come over here to where it says library and you just want to select your image. If you select it, you're also going to see this copy URL to clipboard. So just click on that, it says copied. You want to head back over to where it says WooCommerce settings. You want to head over to where it says emails. Scroll back down and just put in the email right here, the email URL right there, and just click on save changes. So you just click here to preview your email template. So you want to just open the link. It looks quite, huge. Typically you want this to just be a logo. So whatever your logo is what you want to be. But you get the point, right? Hopefully. So that just it for that. Okay, now time to set up our shipping zones and classes. So head back over here to where it says shipping, and you want to click right here where it says add shipping zone. Oh, I have a tab open. Okay, you want to click here where it says add shipping zone, and you want to click here. So zone name can be, let's just say US shipping. All right. And zone regions can be United States. So everyone in the United States. Then my shipping method, you can then choose it. So just for the sake of this, I just want to click on flat rate. I want to teach you guys something. So if I click on edit, now, so let's say I've just put in a price, let's just say $3. Now, if a person chooses 20 items, okay, 20, the shipping cost will still be $3, which is just very sad, which is gonna make you guys cry and stuff. So let me just show you guys what to do. So you see here where it says cost, you want it to be $3 per quantity. So 3 space asterisk and then square bracket and then QTY and then close square bracket. So anytime a person gets it, it's gonna be $3 per quantity. You can even see it right here. It says enter cost, and so you want it 3.00. Don't just put in 3. So it has to be that 0.00 has to be at the end. Okay, makes sense. Times quantity. So click on save changes. Now there's certain times though where you might have different items that might have different weights and stuff. Maybe you're selling a t-shirt typically weighs lighter than a shoe. So we're gonna head over here to where it says shipping classes, and we're gonna create some shipping classes. So click here where it says add shipping class, and we're gonna call this one shoe. Save shipping class. Then we'll click here where it says add shipping class. We're gonna call this one shirt. Okay. And you wanna save your shipping class. Okay, so that's good. So now let's head back over to where it says shipping zones. You wanna click on edit under US shipping, because this is the one we just created right now. It's gonna load. So you want to click here where it says flat rate. You want to click on edits. Remember, you can always change the name. Now you want to take out this. So I'm just gonna Control X it just to copy it. So I'm just gonna put this in here. So maybe for shirt, I just want it to be $3 per quantity. Maybe for sure I want it to be 5 per quantity. And then no shipping class cost. Maybe I just want it to just be $1. Okay. So you want to leave this one here empty. You can also choose your tax status. So if you want, shipping to be taxable, you can click that. If you don't want it to be taxable, just click on none. So I can change the method title to standard rate, and then save changes. Good. Now you see here where it says zone regions. You can obviously whatever country or whatever place you're in, whatever state too. So you can also choose that. But this is just for this is just an example, okay? So click here right here where it says shipping zones. And then here it says location is not covered by your other zones. So just click on manage shipping methods and then can give this whatever name you want. So add shipping method. And I'm just gonna call it this is just gonna be flat rate and edit. So method title, I'll just call this international um, international shipping. Taxable. So remember the same thing we did. So for this one, I'm gonna just increase it to maybe just multiples of 9, multiples of 3. I mean, the other one was 5, so just make this 15, and this one I'm just gonna make it 3 still. So I'm just gonna leave all of it like this, and just click on save changes. So remember, you can always create many shipping classes if you want. Okay. Now up next, we're gonna create our payments. Okay. Hopefully you guys learned something about the shipping zones. So click on payments, and right here in the payments, you have the WooCommerce payments. You can obviously ignore this. So I'm just gonna dismiss. You have direct bank transfer, check payments, cash and delivery, Stripe. So right now we're going to use Stripe. There's also PayPal, but there's a problem with the current PayPal plugin. A lot of people are not recommending it. I'm also not recommending it right now. I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to use Stripe for now. I'm just going to teach you guys how to set up Stripe. Okay, remember we installed the plugin, so you want to check this. You want it to be checked. If it's checked, okay, it's gonna load, and that's so here it says create or connect an account, or you can click right here where it says enter account keys advanced. So I'm just gonna click right here where it says enter account keys advanced. So I'm gonna make mine a test key just for the sake of this tutorial, but please make yours live. Okay, do not make yours test. Just for the sake of this tutorial, mine is gonna be test. So I'm just gonna click on test, and then I'm going to open this up where it says Stripe account in a new tab. And so this is my test mode right here. Okay. So I'm going to take my API keys. It's going to follow the same method, except yours is going to be live. So if you're on test mode right now, just uncheck this. If you uncheck this, it's going to take it to live. So mine is just going to be this publishable key. This is my test, and then my secret key, which is test also. And then test webhook secret. So you're gonna head over to where it says webhooks, but yours is gonna be live. I'm gonna say that again. So I'm just gonna click on add endpoint, and you're just gonna copy this URL right here. Control C, and then I want to click on select events. You want to click on charge and charge captured. So you want it to capture the charge, add events, and add endpoint. So once that is done, you can come back here to where it says webhooks, and this is the one we're using right here. So I'm just going to click on it, and then it says test webhook secret. So this will be it. Reveal, copy, paste, and save test keys. So it's saving my test keys. So yours will be live. Okay, just make sure yours is unchecked. So yours will be live, but mine is just a test, just for the sake of this tutorial. So you can change all this. I typically like changing to credit card or debit card. Pay with your credit card or debit card. So mine is on enable test mode. You'll obviously want to uncheck this, and it says enable payments via saved cards and stuff. Issue an authorization checkout. No, you want to make sure this is unchecked. And then your full bank statement, whatever the name of your website is, you want this to be here. I can always keep that empty. Add customer order number to back statement. This is nice. It's a new feature, so you can always check that. And then save changes. So that is good. They also have other payment methods. So if you're not that satisfied right now with Stripe, you can also do cash on delivery if you want to. Check payments, direct bank transfer. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just focusing on Stripe. Okay. Now up next, I'm going to teach you guys how to create a simple product. So there are two types of physical products. There are simple products and there are variable products. So I'm going to show you guys how to create both. But for right now, I'm going to show you guys how to create a simple product. So head over to where it says products, click on products. And then since this is going to be your first product, you want to click on create product. So let's create a name. I'm just going to look for one. And let me just call this slim fit dress shirts. So slim fit dress shirts. Dismiss. X. And so now I'm going to tell you guys something. Let me just click on this for now. I'll just show you guys what I want to tell you. Now whatever you put on here, where is that place? Whatever you put on here is gonna appear below, and whatever you put on here is gonna appear right here. So just for your sake, okay? So I just want to come in here and just want to copy and paste all this stuff. So just copy and paste. This is lorem ipsum, so it's just like default text. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but for the sake of this tutorial, just using it, and boom. Now that's good. So here where it says simple product, you want to put in your price. So whatever price you put in here is called regular price. So this price right here is the regular price, and this price right here is the sale price. So maybe I just want to make my regular price 50 and my sale price, let's just say 45. So now it says tax status taxable. So you can pick this, fine. Now tax class, remember we created a tax class, so I want to make my California tax, which is fine. You can also schedule the sale price, so let's just schedule it, and let's just say it ends on Tuesday. So let's say, yeah, let's say it begins on Tuesday, or let's just say it starts today and ends on Tuesday. So that's what's going to happen. Starts today, ends on Tuesday. So after Tuesday, it's going to automatically go back to the regular price, which will be this. Okay. Now it says inventory. You want to click on inventory. You can put an SKU number. SKU means stock keeping units. So if you have like the same product, but you just want to keep track of them, so you can put an SKU number. Mine can be 100. Say manage stock. So stock quantity, let's just say 50. Allow back orders. So it says allow but notify customer allow. I can click on do not allow. So let's say if we have back orders of less than, let's just say 5, it's gonna notify us that hey, your quantity in your store is remaining 5, and after that you won't be able to allow back orders and stuff. So that's just it. Okay. After that, and if you click enable this to only allow one of these items to be bought in a single order, what's going to happen is people cannot add multiple of this to their cart. So it's just going to be this one and this one only. You don't want that, right? Now shipping, you can choose the weight of this item. So let's just say 2 pounds. 975. I don't know if this is a correct dimension, but that's fine. And then shipping class shirt. So that's it for this one right here. Now you can then pick a category. So I'm going to add a new category, and my category is going to be called shirt. You click on add new category, and that's it right there. It's checked shirt. If you leave this category unchecked, it's just going to automatically go to uncategorized. So you want that to be checked. This is a new feature that WordPress added. So now you can automatically add a video URL here. So if you put in a YouTube video URL there, it's gonna just display, which is pretty nice. Okay, so now let us set our product image. So I'm gonna click on set product image, and I'm gonna open up that file. Remember, I told you guys I'm gonna give this to you guys for free, so don't sweat it. And just gonna select this shirt and set product. So this is my product image right here. And then I'm just add just some extra images, just as an example. Okay, just an example. So this is it right here. You can add multiple product images that you want to. Okay, so right now let's just publish this and let's just view it. So if I click on publish, I can then view my product. So this is what it looks like. Okay, looks pretty neat. Just wait for it. I had copied something right here. Wait, I want this to appear. If that doesn't appear, then that might be a bug problem. But let me just wait a little bit. Okay, let me open this up again. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to make sure that the description appears here. If it doesn't appear, then I'm gonna type it back in. Okay. Okay, it doesn't appear down here. I want this to appear. So let me just Control X, Control V, then update. So whatever you type in here, it typically appears below. So I just want that to appear below. And if you guys look at it, it looks nice, right? See, add to wish list, you can increase the size, add to cart and stuff like that. So it's pretty nice. So just wait for it. I'm gonna refresh the page. Okay, refresh. If it still doesn't show, then that is gonna be a bug problem, which is probably a caching issue. And for you guys, it might work, but for me, it just might be just a caching issue with the hosting. But it's fine. Okay, it appeared, so it's pretty good. All right, so right now, let me just create a variable product. So variable product is different from a simple product. With a variable product, you have different features in it. So let me just create it. So right here where it says slim fit dress shirts, I can just duplicate this, so I don't go creating new descriptions and stuff. So for this one, I just want to change this to, let's just say shoe, and then accessories. It's just an example, okay? Then over here where it says simple product, this is where it's different. So you want to click here where it says simple product, and want to click here where it says variable. So you don't want to change this, okay? Now with variable product, there are plugins that you can use, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you guys how to do it directly from the dashboard. So you want to come over here to where it says attributes, click on attributes, and want to click on custom product attribute, just click on add. So it says you want to click here where it says use for variations, and then want to click on name and want to type in the name. So name might be type, color, size, whatever. Mine is just going to be type, and then I'm just going to put this in here. You see this straight line right here? It's on your keyboard. It's, if you're using the Windows, I don't know about it on Mac, it's right above the forward slash, which is above enter. So I'm just going to show you guys. So I'm just going to say shoe, and then cap. Oh, that's pretty much it. I just want just those two, and then save attributes. And then I want to click here where it says variations. I'm going to click on add variation and then create variations from all attributes. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to click on go. Okay, and this is it right here. So this right here, you then want to put in what is needed. So let's just say the price of the shoe is going to be 50 bucks, or let's just say 60 bucks. They can put in your SKU number. So I can just make my 101. You can also manage the stock the same way we did for this if you want to. The same way we did for this one if you want to. So I can just make this manage stock. Let's just say 50, or let's just say 20, and let's just say if it goes below 5, that's good. So then pounds, so then weight 4 pounds, then I can make this 975 again. So shipping class same as parent, tax class California tax, that's fine. Cap same thing. Can make this one let's say 20 bucks. Then I can just leave all this, 2975. Now shipping class, I can change the shipping class to the one of shirts because caps are typically lighter than shoes. And then for this one where it says shipping class, I can change it to shoe. So now time to add the images. So what will people see when they click on this one? So for this, click on upload an image. It's just an example, okay? You can click hat, or no, you can click shoe because the first one is shoe. So this is a shoe, and then right here I can click the cap. Cap. Then select my variation image. I can also change this images right here. Make this one a shoe. And if you don't want to make it one of the ones here, you can always select the new one. So let me just select the new one. Upload files, select files. My maximum upload file for this right now is just 8 MB, but yours is gonna be way bigger than this. This is just for a tutorial, so I want to make it this one. Now this is a horizontal image, so let me just keep it this way, okay? Then I can change my product gallery image X out of here and make this one a hat. Sure. And then remember, I told you guys these guys just added a YouTube feature, so this is pretty nice. I really appreciate what they've done. So this is all nice. So this is it for this one right here, and you can add a new category. So this one I just want to say shoe. Let's just say, just for the sake of this tutorial, okay? You can always change the name. Uncheck shirt and then publish. And let's view our product. Nice. So this is what it looks like right now. You can choose your option, shoe or cap. So this is it right here. It's saying 20 to 60 because remember the cap is 20 bucks and the shoe is 60 bucks. So that's why I'm saying that 20 to 60. So let me just show you guys. If I choose right now it's on shoe, if I choose cap, it switches to cap and tells me how many is in stock. If I choose shoe, it tells me it shows me the shoe and tells me how many is in stock. So it's pretty dope. You can always add to cart. So right now let us just test out the shop, and so I can show you guys how to place how customers will place an order and how you can manage your order. So I'm just gonna click on visit store in an incognito tab. So let's say I just buy this one right here. Let's just say this just for the sake of buying it, and type, let me just say cap, and then let me add to my cart. If they add to wish list, they can't purchase it, but if they add to cart, they can purchase it. So let me just click on add to cart, and this is it right here. This is what it looks like. So you can then check out. So So you can come in here and a person can come in here and check out. So first name Chisholm, last name I just says Chisholm again, because why not? And street address 700 Willow Drive, town city Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. What is an Arizona zip code? I'm just typing McDonald's, Arizona. McDonald's, Arizona. McDonald's, Tucson. This is just an example, okay? Don't go shipping stuff to McDonald's. They'll confiscate your stuff. So I'm just using this as an example. Phone number 999-345-6789. Then email address. Just give them. And then you can also, if you click on create an account, you'll be able to create an account directly. But I don't want to create an account, so that's fine. You can also ship to a different address. So as of right here, this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna put in my credit card number. So this is my credit card number, right? This is a test. Expiration date 0925 CVC 347. And then this is just a test, okay? So I'm just gonna place my order. And thank you. It says your order has been received. So you remember the shipping. So it says $3 via standard rate, CA tax $2, which is 10%. Payments, credit card and debit card, fine. So this is what it looks like. So this is how they order. And if you come over here to where it says, let's just go over to our dashboard. Just want to show you. You can see that you have an order. It says you're almost there. Come down. You're gonna see it. Okay, so if you hover over here, it says order. So if I come over here where it says what's left, let me see. Let me just look at this and just see what's left. What's in? Oh, it wants me to set up marketing with them. Not interested. But right now we already have an order, so just hover over here where it says WooCommerce and then click on orders. And right here we have an order. So all you just want to do, you just want to click on the order right here. And also you're also going to receive this in your email, okay? So right now it tells us that the Stripe charge is complete, so it has completed it. Order status changed from pending payment to processing, so which means the money is in your account right now. And if you want to make sure the order is completed, just click right here where it says status completed. But please only do this if you've shipped the order, okay? That just makes sense. Alright, so it says stock levels reduced, so it's able to calculate. See how it automatically calculated every single thing for you? So it tells you Stripe fees. So Stripe fees are $1.03. So this represents the amount that is taken out. Stripe payout is $23.97. You can also refund if you want to. So status, processing, and you can also click on completed. So the customer right now is a guest because the customer did not create an account. But I just showed you guys just how it's gonna work. Okay, so I don't want to take too much time doing all this stuff, so I'm just clicking completed and there's update. So that's good. Okay, but that's how it is. All right, so I want to create a home page right now. So I'm gonna go over to all pages. And as you guys can see, WooCommerce and the TI wishlist created pages for us, but I'm gonna create a home page for us right now. So add new and open link in new tab. So it's gonna open it and then we're just gonna type it in home. Now this is our home page. And so you want to head over here to where it says container, where it says customize your setting, and you want this to be full, width, stretched, or contained. So I just want it to be full, width, stretched. Sidebar, no sidebar. Transparent heading, you want this to be disabled, and page header, you want this to be disabled. So after that, you just want to click on publish and publish. And so you can click on view page, open the link in the new tab, and this is what your page looks like right now. Okay, pretty nice. So we are gonna use Elementor to build the page. So let's just click here where it says edit with Elementor. Before we click that, I want to show you guys something. Right now, this is your home page. It says your domain name / home. You don't want that to be your home page. You obviously just want it to just be your domain name. So if we head over here back to your dashboard, you go over to where it says settings and click on reading like read. You want to click right here where it says a static page, home page, home, and then make sure this right here is unchecked. But since this is a test site, I want this to be checked, but make sure yours is unchecked. You want search engines to be able to see your site. So save changes. So now if I refresh, that's gone. So that right there is gone. Okay, so I'm just edit the page and then edit with Elementor. So you're gonna click right here where it says edit with Elementor. Now this is what it looks like. It's pretty nice. So we're gonna build out our site to look just like this one right here. So let us begin. The first things first is we want this. It says we're proud to introduce and optimize WooCommerce W theme like this. So let's go. So just a quick intro to Elementor. Elementor is a page builder, and everything you see right here is an Elementor widget. So this is right here makes building your site as easy as possible. We're using the free version right now, but the pro version has features like the post, gallery, nice stuff like this, price table, flip box, reviews. The free version also has reviews, but the pro version's reviews is way prettier, countdown and stuff like this. So all this right here is nice, but we're using the free version. But if you're interested in using the pro version, head over to successtechservices.com/Elementor. So let's just keep going with the free version. So let's start. So we're gonna have this image right here, and then we're gonna view this right here. Now the image file that I gave you contains images and stuff like that. But if you want to create a free image, you can head over to canva.com. Canva is a nice free image site. They have a pro version, but their free version is just as beautiful. So you can always create an image using this. And if you want free stock images, head over to pexels.com. So pexels.com. You can get some free stock images here. So this is just, me telling you guys what to do, okay? Alright, so I have my images here, so I'm just going to show you guys different things, alright? So first things first is here, we're going to begin. So this place right here looks like it's divided into 4 sections. So the first thing you can drag and drop, or you can click right here where it says add new section, and then you can choose how many you want. So if it's 3 you want, 4 you want, and stuff like that. So I can have mine like this, because it seems like this is what it is. And the first thing we're going to put is we're proud to introduce. So you want to drag in your text editor, not heading for this one, but just text editor. Enter in your text editor, and Control V. We're proud to introduce. So this is what it looks like. And then when I head over to style, this is where you change the color, the fonts and stuff like this. So text color, I want it to be black. Sorry, selected my entire page. I want it to be black. And typography. Now in typography you have fonts. Anywhere you see the family is called a font. So if you click on the family like this, just give it a minute. I know, I think it's stuck. Okay, so if you click on the family, you'll be able to select whatever fonts you want. So fonts are divided into local fonts and Google fonts. The difference is that local fonts, they are local, so they're typically easy to come up whenever a site is loading. So because of that, it does not increase your page speed. It does not like make your page speed way worse. Why a Google font makes your page speed worse. So for this one, let's just use whatever fonts we have here just to make it as nice as possible. Okay, but that's just a little insight. So right now we're going to use Poppins. Poppins is the name of the fonts we're using. Poppins is a Google font, just so you guys know. And then what is the size? 12 and 600. By the way, the extension I just used for that is called what font. So 12 600. So that's what it is. The next thing we're going to have is this right here, which is an optimized WooCommerce WP theme. So I'm going to come over here and put in heading. Then we're going to change all this. But if you guys see, it follows the same system, but it says an optimized WooCommerce WP theme. But look at the WP, it's in the same line as WooCommerce, but over here is different. So all you just want to do is you want to come over here to where it says WooCommerce, and you want to put the elbow brackets. So where is that at on my computer? Okay, it's above the comma and above the period. So elbow brackets, and so it's like this, an optimized WooCommerce WP theme. So you see it's way better. And this is the main stuff of the page. You can also make this your H1 if you want to, but we're just going to leave this as H2. Okay, H1 pretty much emphasizes on what the site, like what the page is about, just first, just so you guys know. So the text color is good. Typography, let me select the type, but the typography still Poppins, I know that for sure. 645. So you can make it right here Poppins. You can also save whatever fonts you want it to be. So if I just click right here, it says create global fonts and Poppins. So you don't have to keep going back in there selecting Poppins. All you just have to do is just click this globe icon. So just click on Poppins and 45 and 600. So I don't. It seems like 45 is a little bit too much. Okay, 40 is okay. 40 is okay. So that's it for that right there. You can also make a shadow around the text, but we don't want that, so just back to default. And the next one is exclusively from Woostify. So same thing with the text editor, and boom, exclusively from Woostify. This is just an example, but I'm just trying to teach you guys a little bit about WooCommerce. Typography, Poppins. What's the size? 518. So 518. So that looks pretty nice. And then we have the learn more. After this, we have a little space and then learn more. So there's a spacer. I don't want too much space, so I can reduce this to 25. And then after that, we drag our button in here. No, we don't want the button at the top here, so I'm just gonna delete. Rather, I want it below the space. Where's the space at? Okay. This is a space, so I want it below the space. So I'm gonna drag it below the space. And then I can just make mine shop now. Okay. just for because it makes more sense. Now, then the link, you can just type in shop, and that's where it is. So you go straight to your shop page. Now you can add an icon if you want. You can also increase the size. So the size right now is this size, or you can keep it small. I think this is small, so that's okay. And then you can add an icon. So maybe you want a cart or a bag. Yeah, shopping bag. You can add it before or after. So after. An icon spacing, you can increase it or decrease it. So I can keep mine at 5. Pretty nice. And style, you can still have that same puffins. Nice. Well, that's a good size. So it's pretty nice for now. And let us change the hover color. So whenever it hovers, what color does it change to when it hovers? So I can change the hover color to, okay, what font? Let me just see what this color is, because I think that's the hover color. Yes, 2B. So hover color to 2B. So whenever someone hovers over it, this is what it looks like. Pretty dope. So now, you see, if you guys see there's a space up here, so we can also add that same space up here. So I'm just gonna come over here, spacer, reduce this to, let's just say 25. That's good. Now time to add in this image right here. So if you want to do that, you want to click here to where it says edit section. Head over to where it says style. Then I want to click right here where it says background type. And I want to click right here where it says image. Once you click on image, you'll be able to add the image. Remember, you guys can create your image using Canva, and you can also get stock photos from pexels.com. So insert media. So this is what it looks like right now. As you guys see, it's out of line. So you can make this position center. So he's in here, and if I make this center top center, you see he's looking at me just like this one. Except this one is more full. We can always increase the size of all of this, but I'm just trying to show you guys. Size, cover, so you can see, and repeat, no repeat. And you can also make it fixed or scroll. So if you make it fixed, as we move, you see he moves along with it. So I just want this to just be default, just like this. This looks pretty neat. Okay. Then up next we have this section right here, passion for fashion, shop by category. So let's keep going. So after this, we can carry and add in the space over here, or we can just click on, you can just carry and add this, or you can just click right here where it says drag widget here. So you can just click right here where it says add new section. Then I'm going to click right here, the first one, and then spacer. So it gives us some space. So the first thing we're going to type in is passion for fashion. So text. You can obviously increase the space to as much as you want. So but 50 is okay for me. So text editor. Passion for fashion. Centralize the text because it's centralized over here. Let me take a look at the size. 512. Let me change the color. And you can also do the same thing with color. Whatever color you put in here, if you just click on here, you'll be able to save it. So I'm just gonna click on Poppins. 12. 500. See? Has that same feel. Then after that is shop by categories. So can drag and drop it over here again. Centralize my text. Shop by categories. And then can change it over here to Poppins. Yeah, it looks like it's the same size. So it's pretty good. Now up next we have to create this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do it. Let's head over here, and you want to drag and drop this into here. So now you have this section. You then want to also drag and drop an inner section into this section right here. Oh, just give me a minute. Wait, I did something wrong. So you want to click here where it says add new section. How many sections do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. So I want to have this section right here. I think this will make more sense. I'm just trying to weigh my options right now. Let me choose 3 and let's see. Okay. But the thing with 3 though is I'm not getting exactly what I want. So if I click this, then I can also duplicate it, or I can drag and drop this section into here. So the inner section, this makes more sense. So the inner section itself, I can drag and drop it in here. So the first things first, you want to add this image. So come over here, it says image, drag in images, choose from my media library, and this is the image. This is what it looks like. And so where it says caption, then I can put in my caption. So custom caption can say t-shirts, t-shirts, t-shirts. That's dope. And then you can also link it to whatever link you want to make it to. So if you head over to your dashboard, if you head over to products and categories, you can make a link to this. So if you just click on right click view and copy link address, you can make it that way. So I'm just going to do this for the sake of this. Cool. Now these other ones too. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to drag in an image to go above those two right there. And then I want it to be bags. Okay, we're good. Bags. So custom caption bags. Then you can obviously put in your link, any link you want. So I'm just gonna make a shop, and then these two right here will be the hats and the shoes. So these two, just drag and drop images in there. Okay. So hats, I can call this cap, 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 and then this other one shoes, shoes. Shoes right here. Remember, you can always link them. So I can just make this one. I can custom URL this and just put in the same URL, view, copy link address, boom. And for this one, the same thing, custom URL, copy link address, same thing. Okay, so they look pretty close to each other. Now we have to change all of this up. So you want to click where it says edit section, and in here you want to head over to advanced, and where it says CSS, this one right here where it says without the plan example my ID. So I just want to put this in right here. Let me see if it works. Hopefully it does. Let me try this out 1 out 2, because I want to change up the CSS ID because I want it to look like this one. Let me see if it works. Let me see. Woostify shop category. See if it changes it. If it doesn't change it, Control X, Control V. Okay, it changed it. So whatever we click on here, it changes it. So it changed it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let me do the same thing for here. Advanced. Changed it. So yeah, so you change all of that. So just put in Woostify -shop -category under CSS classes advanced. So that's pretty good. The next one is less shop new arrivals. So I'm just going to show you guys something. If you enter here, you put in your spacer, then I can just copy and paste all this stuff. So just copy. So if you just right click the 6 icon at the top, you're going to copy. So copy, paste, and then copy and paste again. So then copy again and paste again. Now, how do you make this? So I'm just going to put in just a little spacer. Let us make 25. But the way to make this stuff right here is by using what is called short codes. So WooCommerce has short codes. And if you just want to get the short code, just go to short codes included with WooCommerce. This is what you want to search for, short codes included with WooCommerce. And you arrive here. So if you click on that, you arrive right here. And then what we want is we're looking for, let's just see, newest products. So that's what we're looking for right here, new arrivals, so newest products. They want to come in here, you want to type in short, so just pull it up, and then you put that in there. So it shows you us the products that we have right here. You can always change the product limit to 2 and the columns to 2. So as you guys see, shows us the products and stuff, which is pretty dope. So this one right here is just like a default, page, but let me just put this one in here. I don't need to put this one in here, but if you want to put it in here, let me just show you. Come over here to where it says spacer, put that in there, and then you take in your image, then you click here to where it says let's put this one in here first. So I want to click where it says drag widget, and let me take a look at the space. You click on 4, and so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna drag in the first image in here. So image, then select your image. So I'm just gonna see if I can upload a file. Let me take a look. Woostify images, products. Let me just choose. This is just me. This is just an example, okay? Put this in here, and then this one right here. So this one right here can come over here to where it says build up your shop today with Woostify. I'm taking a heading. This is what it looks like. You can always centralize it. So right here where it says build up your shop today with Woostify, you can obviously put a space up here, but we're gonna make it middle. We're gonna put it in the middle, so don't worry about that. So I'm just gonna put a text in here, and the text is gonna say a new revolution, a new perspective. Click right where it says typography, select buttons. Let me see, that's a good size. Let me just change up the color to black. And this one right here, I want it also to be poppins. So that changed it. So it says build up your shop today with Woostify. Shop today So BR. I can adjust the size. I don't need to put in the BR. I thought I would change it, but I will just have to adjust the size. Let me adjust the size. 336 normal. So 36, 300. Now, time to separate these two. I mean, you see the space between them. So let me just show you guys. I'm just going to take this and move this away from here. Then I'm just going to take this and move this away from here. Just like this. And I can also put a space between these two. So duplicate. And then delete. Just like that, there's a space between those two. If I click here, it says vertical align middle. So now it's in the middle. And we also have a button here, a button right there. I can just scroll back up and just copy this button and just paste it under here. Just like that. So that's pretty good. Now to put in this image, we can click right here, style, background, select file, go to Woostify images, media. Let me see if I have just default image, Instagram. I do not have a default image. Let me just use the one that I have in my header then. This guy. Okay, so this works. So this is a nice image right here. You can also increase the size. So where it says height, you can make this minimum height. So it's just like this. It's pretty nice. Okay, up next is this icons right here. Those are images, but we're just gonna make ours icons. So gonna type, you can just drag this in here. And then we're just gonna type in icon. You wanna choose the one that says icon box. Because these icons right here have a text, like two texts. So you're gonna make this free shipping. You're gonna make this on all orders over 200. And then once you type that in, you want to click right here where it says icon library. One type in cart. And I'm just gonna select this one. This looks good. And then where it says align, you want to make it left aligned. So it's just like this. Now you want to come over here where it says style. You want to start changing some things up. So what color is that icon? So I can make my, you can also change up the layout of the icon. So if you don't want, you can stack it up. You can frame it if you want to. So I'm just gonna leave mine framed. You can also choose yours to be square or whatever. This looks peeled, so I'm just gonna make it a circle. So right here where it says primary color, I'm just gonna make it black. And it looks nice that way. And content, you can come over here to where it says color, make the color black, and typography, pop-ins. Take a look at the content size, 418, and then the other one is 514. So I'm gonna make this 418, and this one 514. I'm just gonna select buttons. 514. Okay, so that's good. So now you can duplicate all these changes that you just made here. Okay, so you're just gonna click on this, right click and duplicate, and also right click and duplicate, and then you can then delete this one because we only need 3 of these. So I'm just gonna click this one right here. I'm gonna change it up. What's the next one? Dedicated support, quick response 24/7. So headphones, I'm just putting a phone, headphones, dedicated support, quick response 24/7. And then money back guarantee for the next one, free shipping. So money back guarantee, worry free shipping. And then once you have that, you can also change the background image. So just want to show you guys. If I click on here, I come over here. Oh, let me change the money back guarantee icon to $1. $sign. Good. So let me just change up the background image color. Let me select this color right here. Very light gray. So this is a nice colored image. So it matches almost the same way as this. And you can obviously use the same thing here with the same popular week stuff. You can just change it with the most popular products. So if you just want to do that, scroll back up. Best selling product is typically called popular products. So you can obviously add that in here also. And then this one right here where it says stay up to date, follow us on Instagram. This is typically recommended with an Instagram plugin, but I'm just gonna add this one here. I don't really need to add this one. I believe this one's really self-explanatory right now, so let me just add this other one. So it's just gonna be the exact same thing with this one. I'm just gonna copy, so you can copy elements. Okay, paste, copy, paste. I'm gonna figure this out though. Copy, paste, and then we're just gonna change up the text. So say stay up to date. And then follow us on Instagram. Then we can just put in a bunch of images right here. Just just for the sake of this tutorial, this image carousel. Then Woostify images, Instagram. And then just click on create a new gallery and insert gallery. So it has it like this. You can obviously change it to medium. So it makes it this way. And I can take out the arrows and dots so I don't see anything under here. Image stretch, yes. So they're like this. So it almost fits the same way. Okay. Additional options, you can obviously change all of this stuff if you wanted to. And then just a little space. And then after that, we're pretty much done with the home page. Then come back here. And let me just change this up again. let me see if I can get this to work way better than I did. So I'm just gonna put something up here, X out of here. Okay, so now time to fix the shop section. So what the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to where it says drag widget here. You're gonna click here, and then you want to select these two, and then I want to make this double, just like this one right here. So we're gonna come over here, and then we're gonna drag in the inner section in here. So that's two right there. So now let us select our image that goes right there. Image, put it in right here. Let's select the image to be this one. That's good. And now let's also get an image like this one. So let's put in our captions first. So captions, custom captions, t-shirt, and then our link, custom URL. Let's head over to product categories. Under products, head over to categories, and then right click, copy link address, and then put that in here. And then for this two right here, so let's put up our image up there. So we're gonna drag and drop our image to go at the top over here. I'm gonna select our image, and then let's select this one. That looks pretty good. Now let's select the two over here, hats and shoes. So let's put in the caption for those ones. Let's just say bags. And remember, you can always add your link. Image. I think the problem I had the first time is I chose the wrong section. That's why it kept confusing me because I was surprised. So make sure you choose the right section, hats, and then shoes. Shoes, custom caption, shoes. So that's it right there. Now, time to change all of this up. So I'm going to click this right over here, this 6 dot over here, head over to advanced, and here where it says CSS classes, I'm just going to enter Woostify hyphen shop hyphen category. So it changed all that up. Now there's a lot of space between these two, so I'm just going to change it up. I'm just going to click right here, head over to layout, and then where it says columns gap, I'll make it narrow. So now it's narrow. Now this ones right here still have some spaces between them, so I'm just going to click this one right here. I'm going to head over to advanced. I'm going to take out this link values together, and I'm going to make this 10, but I'm going to add a minus in front of this, so it lessens it. Now these two right here still have some space between them, so I'm just going to click right here, and then I'm going to make the columns gap no gap. So as you see, there's no gap between them. If I make it narrow, it also does pretty much the same thing. So now let's take a look at what our site looks like. So if you see, it's way better now, way better, as you can see. So this is how you solve that problem right there. So it's way better. It looks nice, right? Now time to make it mobile friendly. So there's no need in building a site if the site itself is not mobile friendly. So first you want to click on update. You want to click on responsive mode. Then you want to look at it on first on the tablet, what it looks like on a tablet. This all looks nice, but on here this doesn't look that nice. So over here I want to decrease the font rather. So 30. Let's see. Okay, so 28 is good for that right there. I can keep scrolling. This one right here too looks a little bit much, so I'm gonna decrease it also. I mean this, let me see, 30. Okay, that looks good. Let me also decrease the font for this one, font size that is. So it says 18, so I'll make it 15. That's good. Then you can simply copy and paste style. So paste style and then paste style. So you can anything you change right here is just for the tablet. Okay. So this is how it's gonna look on a tablet. Now this is how it's gonna look on a phone, mobile phone. So on a mobile phone, it looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, there's almost nothing to change here for mobile phone, but you can obviously change anything that you feel like changing. But for mobile phone, it looks pretty nice to me. Okay, so that's it, pretty good over there. Now I want to create a tracking page and a blog page. So tracking page is where your customers can actually track their orders from. So I'm just going to show you how to create it and then how to create a blog page also. So if I type in here where it says track your order, so track order rather, you want to click right here where it says choose a block. So I can also change the customizer setting to full width contained, no sidebar. I can just leave this enabled. Page, yeah, I can leave all that enabled. And so right here where it says type slash to choose a block, just click on this plus icon and type in short code. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna select a WooCommerce short code on that same page. So you're gonna head over to where it says WooCommerce auto tracking. Remember, to get here, you just have to type in short codes included with WooCommerce. So just head over to WooCommerce auto tracking, type that in there. And let me see. You want to type in this block here and this block over here and publish. And so this is what it looks like. So in here, a person can type in their order ID and their billing email and then track their order. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now I want to show you guys how to create a blog, or like a blog page, because for your store it's good to have a blog. Now I'm not going to go too in depth in how to optimize your blog or anything, but if you ever need to optimize your blog, use this plugin right here. Head over to plugins, click on add new, and use this plugin right here. Type in rank math. So if you type in rank math, you'll be able to use this plugin. It's a pretty good plugin, but that's not the aim of this video. So I'm just gonna create a blog page just to show you guys though, how to create a blog page and stuff. So it's gonna load, and I'm just gonna type in blog. That's gonna be the header of my page, blog. Now I can just publish this and publish. So there's a page. Now you want to come back to your dashboard, and you want to head over to where it says settings and then reading under settings. And then here where it says post page, you want to click on blog. So post, this is where all your blogs will appear under, okay? So you want to click on save changes. Now, time to create a blog post. So if you want to create a blog post, you want to go over to where it says posts and just click on, if you click on all posts, you might see this hello world. So you want to trash it. Hello world is like a default, welcome post. So you want to trash it, you want to go ahead over to trash, and you want to delete permanently from your trash. Now time to add new. So just click on add new, and we're just going to use the same blog that they have. Let me just see what they have over here. So let's just say getting a good bride for sale. This is quite funny. Okay, they have a nice image and stuff. So let me just use this one. But I just want to show you guys how a blog pretty much works with WordPress. Okay, this is like the default option. So you want to type in your title. You want to choose your block. Remember, the same way you can create a page with Elementor, you can also create a blog with Elementor. But I just want to show you guys how to do it this way. Okay, so I'm just going to copy all of this, copy, and just paste it. This is just for the sake of this tutorial. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. So this is just how it is. Okay, now over here you want to click on post. You want to scroll down to where it says you can also add a category the same way you can do with your how do you say your products. So let me just add a category. Let me just call this bride dresses. It's just an example. Add new category, and then you want to head over to here where it says featured image. Click on set featured image, and you can choose your featured image. So I can just download this one. Remember not to download anybody's image, not to download any image from anybody's website, just like this. It either has to be a free source image, like the one you can get from pixels.com, or you have to create it yourself using Canva. But this is just an example, okay? So I'm just going to set featured image and drag and drop it into here. So this is my featured image, and then I'm just going to publish. And if you want a hyperlink, so let me just show you guys a few cents. If you want a hyperlink, if you just select a bunch of text, if you click on this right here, it hyperlinks it, okay? If you want to bold, you bold it in here. If you want to make it italic, you make it here. So let me just make this one. Let me just make this one right here a quote. So if you click right here to where it says paragraph, you want to click here where it says quote. So it turns it into a quote, and then add citation by Woostify. So let me just show you what it's going to look like right now. So updating, and then view post. This is what it looks like right now. So look at our quote right here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, and that's it for blog pages. So now time to create our contact page. Now with the contact page, I don't want to waste ages creating this, but I'm just going to create a default one for us. But this is what their own contact page looks like. It's pretty nice. So if we click on contact, this is what it looks like. It's pretty clean. So if you want to create one like this, there's a free template that's in here, but you can create one just like this, and it follows the same pattern. This will be the map widget, or the text widget with a map embedded on it, space. This will be a full column area, and this will be a half column area, and they just pretty much keep adding all this text underneath all of them. Okay, so let me just create it just to show you guys. Contact us, and then I'm gonna head over here, page setting, stretched, no sidebar, disabled, publish, and then you want to edit this with Elementor. And then if in the link that I'm gonna give to you guys with the images and stuff, it's gonna have this template right here. You can just edit it to fit your needs. So if I just click on my templates, if I just click on import template and I select my file, I'm going to be able to import what I want. So downloads, Woostify images, and I want to click on this contact page. So it says before you do this, know that it's a security risk, and so you can import without enabling, or you can enable and import. So I just want to enable and import. and then insert. And it's going to insert all the elements for me. So this is what it looks like right now. Pretty dope, right? So I can change up this map by clicking this pencil icon. Then Control Z this, so it goes back to default. Okay, so now to change up this map, I can just easily click on it. I think because my page is overstretched, that's why it's messing up a little bit right now. But let me just change it up right here. Location, Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. And this is Houston. This is the map of Houston. Then leave your message. You can obviously change all this stuff in here. Right now it's overstretched because the entire page is stretched. You can always make the page contained rather than stretched. So you can change up this contact info and stuff. You can leave this. You can change up the email address, and this right here shows this code. So if you want to change up this code, we're just gonna have to create a new one. So you head over here to where it says flow forms, and you can let me just show you flow form settings. So this is the plugin that we downloaded. This is for the email. So you can put in your email sender name, get reminder and stuff like that, and save options. You can also enable Google reCAPTCHA, the stuff that says, are you a robot? It's pretty good to have that on your site so that a bunch of spammers don't come to your site. You can always click yes and enable it. But I just want to just show you guys how to create a new form. So if I just click on all forms, click on add new form. And here where it says add new form, I'm just going to click on test, then single line. I'm going to change the single line text to name. I'm going to come over here and make it required. Then next field, email, going to make it required. Then next field, let's just say paragraph. No, not paragraph. Text area. And then I'm going to change text area to your comments. And then I'm also going to make this required. So here's what it's going to look like, okay? And then after that, you just scroll down and save form. Some people love using contact form 7. I just prefer using this one because it's easier and just to show you guys. So I'm just going to click on copy, come over here, click on this, and then put in my form. And then update. Once I update, let me check this out in a new tab. If you want to check out a new tab, click on this eye icon that says preview changes. And this is what it looks like. Pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. So that's good. Now time to create the menus. So this right here is a menu. So I'm going to create my menu to show you guys, okay? So what you want to do is you want to head into your dashboard. You want to go to appearance, hover over here where it says appearance and click on menus. And then you want to create your first menu. So I'm going to call this one main. So this is going to be my main menu, and then create menu. And this is what I want my menu to have: a home page, shop, blog, contact, and maybe track order. So view all, home, what's next? Shop, blog, contact us, and track order. So this is pretty good. Alright, and so you want to make this right here primary menu, and then click on save menu. Then I want to go over to where it says visit site, and then open the link in a new tab. So this is what your site now looks like. Pretty sweet, right? Nice. Okay, The next thing we're gonna have to create now is a footer widget. And if you want to create something like this, where if you hover over it, it has this drop down. All you just have to do is, you see where it says, let's just select, let's just say shop, or let's just say shop. What I just want to do is you want to come over here to where it says screen options, click there, and then you want to select product categories or products or whatever you want, and then screen options, and then click on product categories, shirt, shoe. You want to then come over here and you want to make it like this. So you want to make it what is called a sub item. So you can make it a sub item. So let me just show you what it looks like as a sub item. And you can actually make one a sub of another sub. So just so you know, so just want to show you guys. I can just leave it like this. It looks dope. So you see, shirt, shoe. Okay. You can also make one a sub of another sub. So just like this. Then if I refresh, you see, makes it a sub of another sub. So that's just an example. Now up next, I want to show you guys how to create footer widgets. So if I scroll down here, this is the footer widgets right here. This is the widgets for the footer. So I want to create something like this. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do, you're going to come over here to where it says, where's that? Create a new menu. Under edit menus, create a new menu. And then I can make this one footer 2. I can create menu. Then let's just add a bunch of stuff to the footer menu. What is that at? All this stuff right here, they're just like, you can create your own privacy policy page and stuff, but I'm just trying to just show you guys an example. So let me just, I just put things like cards, checkout, my account. I know it makes no sense for them to be below, but they're just an example, okay? And then save my menu. So do not select anything here. I'm going to show you guys how to create the widgets, and then create a new menu again. And then this one, I'm going to call this one footer 3, and create menu. Then I'm going to select this things right here. Let me just select another one. Let me say home block cards, just for the sake of this. And then save menu. Now you want to head over here to where it says widgets. I'm going to click on widgets. Now I don't want you guys to get scared when you get here. Just want to show you guys something, okay? So over here to where it says widgets, you want to click here where it says footer widget. I want to start adding the widgets, okay? So it says add block. So the first block we want to add is going to be this one right here. This Woostify, you can edit, yada yada yada. So I'm just going to call this, let's just say heading, let me just say text rather than heading paragraph. So I can just take all this and just change it up. So I can change this heading right now to, let's just, whatever I call my store, let's just say mine is called tutorial. And then change the H4 to, let's just say H3, so it's bigger. That's just one, that's my first heading. The next thing I want to then do is insert my next one, which is my footer. So you enter in what's called navigation menu. That's going to tell you to select your menu. So I'm going to select footer 2. I'm just going to type in shop. The next one is going to tell you to enter in your next navigation. So I'm going to enter the navigation menu again. The navigation menu is the menu that we created. For the 3, I'm gonna call this one support. I mean, obviously it's not a support, but I'm just showing you guys an example. And the next one is our newsletter. So just create something like this. I don't want to go in depth into creating all this stuff because we'll have to use an email marketing plugin. So let me just add social media default. So let me just make the last one social media just for the sake of this. Social icons, and you can add in your social media platforms that you want to. Let me remove the social icons and make it social something else. Social icon is gonna force me to have something. Let me just add it. I feel why not? You can click the plus icon to start adding the social media icons that you want. So I can make one Facebook. Plus again, you can add another Instagram. Just click around it. Plus again, you can add another Pinterest. And then if I just update this, saving, boom. Let me take a look at the site and see if it updated automatically itself. If not, we're gonna go into the customizer settings and do it ourselves. So it didn't automatically update it itself. So we're gonna be the ones going to customize the settings. So now, before we go into customizer settings, to make sure that the footers show up and stuff, I want to show you guys something. So if you head over here to, let's just say, our shop page, take a look at this. You see how ugly this looks? This doesn't look that well. I mean, let's just take a look at what it looks like. This doesn't look as nice as this one right here. So I want to show you guys how to create this sidebar menu over here where it says search products, categories, filter by, and stuff like this. So you want to head over, so you're still in this widget tab. So you want to scroll down to where it says WooCommerce sidebar. Click on WooCommerce sidebar, and the first thing you want to type in is browse all, and you want to scroll, or you just want to type in Woo. So the first things first, product search. So you click on product search. That's the first thing. After that, the next one we have is categories. So you want to come over here to where it says product categories list. Click on that. That's the next one. After that, the next one we have is filter. So we'll be filtering by price and then color. So filter. So let's just say products by, let me see, I'm typing price. Filter products by price. And then we can color. We didn't have all of this, but that's just it for now. And then yeah, that's pretty much okay. And then the next one, we'll then have to change this one up too. So if you come over here to the blog, click on blog. You can always update this. Let's just update this so nothing happens and then it changes by itself. So if I click on the blog, if you see it has a search bar, then it has their recent posts and stuff. So ours has it, but let me just change it up. So sidebar, you can, let me just show you guys how to delete this. So if you click on just 3, remove search, not interested. This one is good. I'll just remove the most recent comments. Remove heading. Remove. Remove heading again. So you can just remove all of this. I'm just trying to, make your life easy. And then do it this way also. Remove headings. And then remove categories. I also want to remove this one too. So let me just put in a search. That's my first one, search. And then the next one I want to have is let me type in Woo. So Woostify has their own default recent post with a thumbnail, which is what I want. And after that, I don't want the next one to be the Woostify was blocked because errors may not function properly. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this one. Let me just select one. It says may not function properly. Okay. Then after that, what's next? What's after that? Let me just type in. Let me just see if I can get something like share, social, or what's a nice thing to put in here. I wish I could communicate with you guys like one-on-one and just put that stuff in there, but what's a nice thing? I can put in a video if I want to, but that's beside that. I mean, it looks okay right here. So if I click on update, that's nice. So I just want to show you guys now. If I control R this, it looks way better now. Okay. So I want this to be on the left hand side and stuff. So time to customize this website. So if you want to customize it, you head over here to where it says customize. So give it a minute to load. Okay, nice. So if you guys see, the site looks pretty nice. I mean, it looks like pretty dope. So the first things first, let's go over to site identity. So site identity, this is where you can replace your logo and stuff. So whatever logo you want, you can replace it. If you want to have a particular logo for mobile, you can also do that. I don't have a logo prepared for this, but you can always change it in here. Okay. You can also change the site title and the tagline. So I showed you guys in the beginning, so you can do that, and also change the site icon. So right now my site icon is this, but you can always change it right from here. You can make it this. Whatever you want to make your site icon, you can put it there. So this is called a site icon. Okay. The next place is the layout. So in the site container, you can select a background image. I want you guys to keep this default at 1200. Do not increase or decrease it. It just makes sense that way. So your site does not look too weird. The next one is the top bar. If you click on top bar, you can have your top bar display. And let me just select the background color. Let me just show you guys. Black. Sorry. And I can just make this 15. You know what? Let me just select the same color. Exit what font? So you'll be able to have this right here. You see this at the top where it says free shipping on orders over $70. So the same thing. So I'll just change this. Oh, the color is already there. Okay, nice. So general. So you can always change the color from here. If you change it, you'll be able to select your color and stuff. So general, I want the content to be in the center. So I'm just gonna X out of here and then copy this. Boom. This is how it looks. It looks too big, so let me just decrease it. 10. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so that looks pretty dope. No more header. If you have the pro version of Woostify, they're gonna give you different headers, but this is okay. Header transparent. enable transparent header. I don't think I need it. If you enable transparent header, let me just show you. So let's just say I come over to I know I can't click on all this. Let me enable transparent header. Then it's gonna start showing stuff like, I wish I could click on blog and something just to show you guys what I mean. Wait, let me just publish this just a little bit just to show you guys. So let me X out of here and show you guys what I mean. So if I come over to a place like let's say, yeah, blog. You see how this is? This is transparent header. Let me come over to contact us. Because contact us was set from the page itself, from the default page itself. It looks like this. Let me look at track order and see if it does any change to it. You see how it did it? It makes it weird. So let's go back and change and disable transparent header. So customize. Just wanted to show you guys that and just show you guys what it looks like. Okay. So just give it a minute so it can load. Head over to layout, and then header transparent. You want to disable it. Okay, you always want to make it disable. I'm waiting for this to load. Once it loads, it's gonna start pulling up all the information. So just like this. Okay. So header transparent. Page header. I don't need that. Page header display will pretty much display like blog and stuff. I don't need all that stuff. So let me just show you. Let's just head over to blog just to show you. Let me just click on page header display. You see, I don't want it, so I can always disable it. Then let me just head back. Mobile menu, you can obviously change it in mobile. So if you don't want it to have the search box in mobile, you can. If you want to hide this in mobile, you can. So let me show you guys what it looks like in mobile. So let's just say I take this off. It won't be there and stuff. So mobile looks different, but you see, it gives us all this. So that's just it for the mobile. Okay. Next, blog. You can change the layout of the blog. So if you don't want it to just be the straight line type of blog, you can make it this way. You can choose whether you want the featured image to be at the top here. You can also choose whether you want the title and stuff. So this depends on you, and this depends if you're using a blog to promote your store, but I advise you to. So blog single, this is like your blog post and stuff. So it's just kind of me just saying the same thing over and over again. So footer. So now you said the widget columns, you want it to be 4. Remember, we created some widgets, so just want to show you guys real quick. So this is our widget columns. I can see my text again. This will okay. It took my text and put it in another section. I'd rather have it in one section, but it put it in another section. Let me head over here. Oh, it separated them. If I remove those blocks, let me just make. It also wants me to link, so let me just add one block here and just make this. Let me remove this one. Remove. Let me add a block here and call this block. Let us say heading. Just welcome to our store. And you can push this to the top by simply just clicking on it and just up, up, just like that. Update. I want to make this 3. So this is nice. So now you can change this. So here it says copyright 2022 tutorial website powered by Woostify. So you can obviously change this. So I don't want powered by, so I want it to be created by Chisholm. Created by, I mean, whatever you want to put in there, you can put that in there. Created by Chisholm. Then you want to X out of here. Sticky footer bar. So if you put a sticky footer bar, it pretty much follows you wherever you go. You don't want that. It looks clumsy. And 404, set your 404 page in case you have a page missing and stuff like that. It's pretty good. They have a default one for you. I mean, I think we're pretty much good here. Okay, let me set up color, so you can change the color if you want to change the color. So maybe you want to change your theme color to a color that you prefer. Maybe you don't like this dark blue color. You can change it to pink, blue, the pink, sky blue, whatever. Buttons kind of follows the same pattern. Typography. So remember the pop-ins that I was talking about, you can obviously change it from here, especially for the ones in here. So let's say you want to change the body, you don't want it to be pop-ins anymore. Let's say you want it to be Montserrat. It's gonna change it to be Montserrat, so just give it a minute. So it's changed it. This is a Montserrat font, but you can change it back to pop-ins if you want. So it's better than Montserrat. So pop-ins. So that's good. Change the primary menu. You can also change this ones too. So that's what typography is for. WooCommerce store notice. You can enable this. So let me just click on our shop just to show you guys what WooCommerce looks like. Product catalog. So products per row. This is okay. So if you put this products per row, so let me just show you what it looks like on mobile right now. On mobile, it's one product that a person sees per row. You can make this 2. So if I click 2, person is gonna see 2 products per row. I prefer it to be 1. I'm just showing you guys just as an example. Okay, so I'm just selecting that right there. Show product display, show products, or show products or categories. So if you click on show categories, it's gonna show the categories. But for the categories, you want to put in images. So let me just show you real quick. If you head over to products, click on categories. You want to put in images right here. So you want to click on edit. So whatever category that you have products in, if you want it to display categories, you just want to click on edit and then upload thumbnail and then update. Okay, so I just showing you guys. So show products. You want to come over here, products images. 300 is okay. You can make it 1:1. Some people always change it up. I love it this way. Some people make theirs custom. Some people make theirs uncropped. I love mine 1:1, which is fine. Checkout. You can have a distraction-free checkout, and you can create your own privacy policy page, your terms and conditions page, make your phone field required. All this stuff depends on you. It's going to show us the checkout right now, so I'll just show you what I mean. Give it a minute to show the checkout. Okay, so this is what the checkout looks like right now. Okay, so you can make it different steps. So let's just say I make it this way. If I click on this second one, it's going to give us 3-step checkouts. But let me just tell you guys this: the less steps that your customers or potential visitors have on your page, the more likely they are to become your actual customers. So this one has like 3 different sections. You understand that? 3 different sections. So this other one too is different than this one. So try to make your checkout process as simple as possible. The more simple it is, the better for you. You know, only take in necessary information. Any information that is not necessary, just ignore it. So this is the way this one looks. I like this one because it just directs right here on the page and stuff. People pay. You can pay with Google Pay. This is what Stripe does for you, and then you can place their order. So it just depends on you. Okay. The next one is shop archive. So let me go back to my shop page. Now shop structure. So this is a if I click on this one right here, just want to show you guys something. Let's just I click on this product right here. Just want to show you. This is a breadcrumb. So if I disable this, takes that right out. It's just a I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure I'm on the right page, but a breadcrumb is kind of it's good for SEO, search engine optimization. It's used to kind of define what specific product and what this subcategory is connected to. I don't know if I'm using the right term. So let's say product content. All this is good. What I'm trying to do is product single, cart page, same thing, shipping threshold, mini cart and stuff. So product catalog, show products, show. Oh yeah, we've already done this. Okay, that'll be all for WooCommerce. Widgets, WooCommerce sidebar. We've already set this up in the backend. Footer widget, we've already set this up in the backend itself. Homepage settings, we've already set this up in the backend. We don't really have any additional CSS. Let's take a look at performance. You can load the Google fonts locally. This way it will not make your site slow down too much. Okay, so it's pretty nice. If you load it locally, I'm telling you, it's not gonna make your site overload. Okay, so I believe that that'll be all for our page. Let me just click on layout. Yeah, sidebar. I'm forgetting something. So shop sidebar. I want it to be on the left. I don't want it to be on the right hand side. And yeah, so it looks better here. So that's okay. And yeah, that's cool. So publish, and that's pretty much it. So I think we're pretty much rounded up this tutorial. It took some time, but it was worth it. How do you market this type of website? Okay, how do you market an e-commerce website for it to do well? Well, Google has something called the Google Merchant Center. You can connect your page to here. I have a free tutorial on my channel showing you guys, teaching you guys about the Google Merchant Center. I know it's not the most updated tutorial, but it will give you guys insight onto how to do it. And you can connect your site to Google Merchant Center so your products can display on Google like this. You can also create blog posts. Remember what I told you guys? You can also do press releases so that people know about your store and stuff. You can start a YouTube channel. You can get on TikTok and stuff. Like you can get on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. I have a Pinterest account. I don't have a ton of followers on Pinterest, but I mean, for digital marketer, Pinterest is pretty good for me right now. So let me just see my business hub, Pinterest. You can come onto Pinterest. Pinterest is a good advertising place for shop for e-commerce store owners. So you can get on Pinterest, get on TikTok, get on Instagram, and also you can also hire me. So if you just head over to successtechservices.com/book, I'll be able to build your site for you, and at the same time too, I'll also be able to market your store for you for a good fee every single month, and you're gonna get your sales. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure you share this video wherever you're watching it. And if you're listening to this through a podcast, make sure you also share it. Okay, thank you, and I'm gonna catch you guys next week.